Okay.
You're my captive audience for 15 whole minutes, so do be careful. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, so we are leaving an elevation of 6,559 feet, and we'll be traveling about 4,000 vertical feet. There's a good sense of perspective. There's a little hiker down there. Things are going to get... the perspective is going to get totally different. So, we'll be traveling those 4,000, roughly 4,000 vertical feet. Our ending destination is at an elevation of 10,378 feet above sea level. Along the way, I will try to show you some rock formations and point out some, give you some little history about the building of the tram. Now, on my side of the cabin, we will cross the path here. There's a hiker right in front of us. Right in front of us, if you can see him. Right? And there's a switch back here, and it goes up. People hike that, as you can see. Yesterday, we had 3 people on unicycles. I kid you not. They do it once a year. So this is actually the service road that brought all the men, the equipment, and the materials. The cranes came up this road to build Tower 1. So the road ends at Tower 1. People... There are all kinds of trails and stuff people have up here. But this tower stands 232 feet tall. And we're going to have a swing on the downside. So be prepared. Up, over, swing.
Okay.
Oh, are you disappointed? Okay.
I'm a little bit scared now.
Wait for tower number 2. So, it's a little, and there are 2 swings. And if anybody starts feeling queasy or lightheaded, do not wait to let me know. Tell me immediately, okay? And we'll take care of you. We have provisions for that sort of thing. So when this tower was built, it was the tallest man-made structure in the state of New Mexico. Uh-oh, we're about to pass it. Golf Ball Rock is a big boulder on top of this kind of pyramid. On my side of the cabin, you'll be able to see it on the way down. I was talking too much. We just passed Cannon Rock on this other hill. It's at a 45-degree angle, pretty much. I haven't measured it, but and it points up to the mountain, like a mountain howitzer about to blast off. Fish Rock? Oh man, I'm just talking too much. We're missing Fish Rock. He looks like he's frowning right here. And you can see kind of on the side, it's like a bend. So, Fish Rock. Yeah, everyone calls it Fish Rock, and I think it's Angry Fish Rock. It's Angry Fish. If you follow the ravine on the opposite side of the cabin, up past the trees that have some yellow trees, some yellow leaves on it, there's a chimney-like structure. That's a single piece of granite, although it looks like there are boulders one atop the other. That's just from erosion. And the scale of that is sort of mind-blowing, mind-boggling. From the very base of that to the top of Totem Pole Pinnacle is what they call it. That's 7 stories.
Wow.
70 feet. Everyone still good? Okay. We just turned off the heater. It's a little stuffy. Let me know. I can open one of these eyebrow. They call them eyebrow windows. So let me know about that too. Now, this is probably the better side. Mine is the better side since heat is. You can. Some people think it's interesting and others don't, but I do. So I'm telling you. All these dead pine trees. Like I said, captive audience. All of these dead pine trees, all of these conifers, were stricken by bark beetles. We had a huge, so you're familiar, huge infestation of 8 to 10 years ago, and we still have problems with them a bit. And they chewed through all these trees, these drought-weakened trees, and decimated huge portions, lots of these trees, in the central mountains of New Mexico. Just were thrashed, completely thrashed. All right, you guys at the front, lean back, grab hold of that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Got it.
When we come up past this pine tree. You grab hold of that bar and you lean back and there's rock face. I'm kidding. Tower 2 is going to have those swings.
I don't know what she said. You lean back and...
Oh my God.
I was teasing. I'll tell you just a second. We're going to go up and over 2 swings, okay?
Oh my God.
What I said was, if the people up front will grab hold of that bar and lean back, we'll miss the rock face.
Okay.
And some cabins think that's funny and others do not. You guys have nice, you're a really good crew. Alrighty, our sister car is approaching on my side of the cabin. Get your cameras ready if you want to take pictures of that. It looks like we're going faster. It looks like they're going faster than we are. And to us, it looks like we're going faster than they. And we're not. You'll have another chance on the way down. We're going exactly the same speed, 13.6 miles per hour, 20 feet per second. Yeah, it's the scale of everything and the perception of the speed is completely off.
Oh my God.
Now we're slowing down so they can go over tower number 2. But if you look down, straight down, this is called Big Canyon. Big Canyon is the point in our journey where we are the highest above the ground.
Oh my God.
And we are almost, not quite, but we're almost 1,000 feet off the ground. Wow. Which is slightly less than the height of the Empire State Building, not counting the spire. So we're going to speed back up again, because they got over tower number 2, and then we'll slow back down when they get to tower number 1, and slow down. So this portion of the tram, this 1.5 mile, 3-span cable, has nothing, there is no other support structure from there until we get to the upper terminal. So this span 1.5 miles, and then we've got 1.2 miles, 1.2 miles from Tower 2 on down. Now, upcoming, we've got Ego Boost coming on this opposite side of the cabin. It is a well-established rock climbing route. And this is me bragging because I can. The other cabin conductors will tell you it has to be free climb without ropes, and they are wrong. The rock is fairly rotten because we have this freeze-thaw cycle, so you have to knock on the rock, and if it sounds hollow, like that, then you don't put your equipment in there, but you rope up into that stuff cams that jam into these cracks and rope up into that so you don't fall more than 3 to 6 feet. Yeah, it's still really, really, really exciting. But it's a pretty easy climb, all in all. The approach is harder. This canyon is Echo Canyon, and it is the only source of year-round water in this portion of the mountains. The spring starts up here, way up here, and there's kind of a V of trees underneath that less sparse, that more sparsely wooded area. It starts up there, comes down, all of these really, really tall trees. Some of them are 125 feet tall. So it doesn't, totally perspective, totally off. It's hard to conceive of a tree that tall, actually.
Have you been there?
I have been up to that rock face that we were just at.
Okay.
And yeah, when you look over to them, it's holy mackerel, that really is a big tree. So all 3 of these canyons we're going to cross converge at this V notch here on my side of the cabin in the foothills. And then the water kind of goes back underground. And did you see those 2 great big water tanks down? Yeah. Okay, those are 500,000 gallon tanks. Those tanks are filled from 1955. On the way down, you come over here, ask somebody and they'll point it out. In Domingo Baca Canyon, also known as TWA Canyon, 1955, twin prop commuter flight, TWA Flight 206, took off from the Albuquerque International Airport on February 19th, which is my birthday. And like I said, routine commuter flight, and there was an instrumentation failure. There were 16 people aboard, 3 crew members, 13 passengers. One of those passengers was the pastor at a local church here, and 2 of his congregation were actually the first to make it into the crash site on the 20th of February. All 16 souls perished, and that instrumentation failure caused, well, originally it was ruled pilot error. There was even conjecture that the pilot deliberately flew the plane into the mountain, which is absolutely not true. FAA closed the case, and other commercial pilots clamored, screamed, yelled, stomped their feet until they reopened the case, because they themselves had problems with that same compass system, the Fluxgate compass. They reopened the case, and the crew was cleared of all wrongdoing, and there's a small memorial there. People hike up. I actually saw 2 people down there yesterday. Now we are approaching
Windy Canyon.
Windy Canyon. That wind just kind of gets funneled right up this rock face here. So we're going to have a bump on one or both sides of the cabin. So don't let that alarm you. But I'll tell you when. So right up in front of us is the Four Seasons Visitor Center, and you can find information pamphlets. You can find restrooms, a drinking fountain if you guys get thirsty for water. High Finance is the restaurant just to the left of me. That way, down the boardwalk, follow the boardwalk, and there are observation decks all along this western side. You can, okay, folks, bumps are imminent. Maybe now. Sometimes, yeah. There it was. So, and High Finance back over here, this roof, you can see it right there. Follow the boardwalk. You can have lunch there. They're serving lunch as of 15 minutes ago. Lunch, appetizers, mimosa, whatever you're up for. And also in the visitor center,
This is nothing new from Oklahoma.
I worked in the oil fields too, and I worked at the Madera.
Oh, on the dare, so no big deal. Okay, but if you get a little lightheaded, let me know. Some of the best rock climbing I ever did was in Lawton, Oklahoma. Oh my gosh. Yeah, in the Wichita